Hello, everybody. This is Dave Powell speaking. I should say hello, Thunder Buddies, as Tammy Tatum says. It's good to see you all. Got a few people coming on. We're going to have an update, and we'll be going live here in about 3.5 minutes. Okay, we're getting ready to go. Dave, we'll get that information for you here in just a minute about the online store. Coming up in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hello, Mark.
Hello, Dave. How are you doing today?
Well, it's a hot day. I'm so glad to be into some air-conditioned studio right about now.
Absolutely.
I had some people asking about the online store. It is online, and Shane has just typed it into chat. It's www.dpww.shop, and that will get you our online store. That is online now, and you get to see all kinds of neat stuff. Dave, our friend from West Virginia, is on. 98 degrees in Huntington. Whew, I'm glad I'm not that. Well, it ain't much different here, you know.
I was just looking at a station down in Tennessee, and I think it's in the sun because everything around it is 93 degrees, showing 102.5. So
Oof.
that sun is meaning business.
It sure does. And the Canup from over at Callaway County, our member of one of our spotter teams over there that does some spotting for us. She says, "Hello, y'all's favorite weather girl from a very humid Callaway County." Glad to see you on here, Amanda. Good to see you.
Yeah.
And
We are deep into the triple H's today, hot, hazy, and humid.
absolutely. We got some changes coming. We're going to talk about that in just a second. I do want to tell you that Tammy Tatum says that tonight's the night for Inside the Storm. It's a 6-part series on the Discovery Channel. So that's something we probably want to take in. It's tonight on Discovery, 6-part series Inside the Storm. We'll have to take a look at that. Chris Meacham says, good hot afternoon. Don't like this hot weather. Tammy Tatum. Hey, Jacuzzi. I shouldn't have said that. She done got me started again. Let's see here. Hotel Mario. Hello, David and Mark. Don Lord says, good afternoon, David and Mark. And Dave says, wow, I was way off. Thanks, Shane. Let's see here. Sandy Christian says, hey, David and Mark. And Tammy Tatum says, well, darn, we have David today. The jacuzzi must be too hot for him. L-O-L-O-L-O-L-O.
Anything outside is too hot for us today.
It is. I tell you what, I'm just, I don't, this is not my kind of weather. So we're looking around the radar, and we're not seeing a whole lot in our area. We have, like I said, a hot day. We've got some showers down here in Tennessee, down just south of Dixon, south of I-40. But none of them are moving up our way, so it's nothing to be concerned about there. The next thing we look at would be this big complex of storms up here around, where is that? West Union, Crittenden, Cincinnati?
Yeah, that's up in the Louisville area, past Louisville area, and up around Cincinnati and over across Ohio and getting ready to move into West Virginia. The way that's bowed out, that's definitely a strong squall line. Hopefully it's not forming into a derecho.
That's kind of what I was thinking it's looking like a little bit. Let's see, I should have a radar somewhere up here. Let me see if I can, see, I'm on the multiple site. Let me see if I can find a single site that we can look at. Here's one, here's Cincinnati, but that's not really one I want to look at. Let's look at this one right here. Wow. Look at all the power outages back here behind it. That must be having some serious weather coming in. You're right. That's kind of looking like a little bit like a derecho. But anyway, it's not going to affect us other than the far northern parts of Kentucky. Some of it may get on down to Frankfort and Lexington before it's all said and done, but really not much.
Dave, we used the term. We might want to explain to them what a derecho is.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Okay, derechos form when there's a long line of thunderstorms that gain enough strength to become their own weather system, and they push vast distances. Some have gone from as far as like up in Minnesota all the way down to the East Coast in the past. And they always have one thing in common. They are severe storms producing very high winds, probably the 70 to 80 up to 100 mile per hour winds as they pass through. And there's just a continuous streak of them that runs down through there. And a lot of times up towards the north of them, they'll actually get a low pressure center kind of wrap up and have a comma head on them, almost like a land-borne hurricane.
Yeah, I do. I've seen some of those. We've had some in this area before in the past, but it's been a while. Speaking of Louisville area, Rose Miller joins us. She's from up in the Louisville area. Hi, Rose. It's good to see you. Hope it's plenty hot for you. You'll have to tell me what the temperature is if you have any idea. Tammy Tatum says, I'm messing with you, David. You're my thunder buddy. I'm everyone's thunder buddy on here right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, Mark, we're talking about the heat. And,
all right. Let's go through the first part of the forecast first.
Okay.
Today we're going to be in the lower to mid 90s across our area that we cover, and humid, and heat indices are up over 100 across the area. We're already under a heat advisory that started about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Right. That heat advisory continues until 8 p.m. Tuesday now.
Okay.
And tomorrow we're going to be looking at highs in the mid 90s and very humid, overnight lows in the middle 70s, very humid through Tuesday as well. Tuesday night, we start seeing a chance of showers come in, and we start to see our temperatures drop on Wednesday as we get a good chance of showers and thunderstorms, and also Thursday, and our temperatures start to drop off, and we're going to go from like the middle 90s into the low 80s by the end of the week.
Yeah, let's see if I've got that graphic for the Climate Prediction Center. Hang on here just a second. Let's see here. How do I get it over there now? That's the big question. I might have to get my tech back up here. I can't remember how to take it over there. I wonder if I can
Try
drag.
try the button for us in Chrome.
Ah, okay. Uno momento, everyone. I got you. Hang on. Here we go.
There we go.
Yeah, now you get an idea of what we're looking like. This is for July 20th through the 24th. Below average temperatures just to our west, much below just to our west, and it's going to be somewhat cooler here as well. This is something that I am looking forward to. And you know what? I don't think this is going to end with just that. Let me see if I've got another graphic I can go to. Hang on just a second. Oops. Here we go. Well, that's not really what I wanted, but it's okay.
Yeah, if you hit the back button, you can go to the 8 to 14 day
Yeah,
and
that's
then go
right.
beyond that.
Well, let's look at the precip outlook for one thing. Here's another one that has, we're going to be slightly above normal on precip, so that's a good thing. We don't see any dryness coming, so that is a good thing.
Hmm.
And let's see, I should be able to go out to, that's a 6 to 10 day, so we want to go to the 8 to 14 day.
There we go.
And you know what? I know this is still showing a little below normal for us, but I've seen other graphics that shows it much more than that. This is still a graphic. It's not in concrete, and I think that there's a chance that we could see even cooler temperatures than what it looks like. So, really, Mark, this is looking like it's going to finish out the rest of July like this. This goes through the 28th. But I'm also seeing stuff that may indicate we go into August cooler than usual. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. What I do want to look at is the precip again on that is going to be a little above. Not,
Aims for above normal, yeah.
yeah, leaning above normal. So again, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be extremely wet, but it sure does not indicate any dryness. And that's what we're wanting to watch out for. I'm going to go over to Tropical Tidbits. Let's take a look at the current satellite. If I can pull it up here a little better. Well, let's see if I can get this up full speed. I just love the way these things do. But you can see this. There's that what looks to be maybe a derecho forming right here.
Right.
And a lot of scattered clouds down here to the south. There's some of those storms popping up there in Tennessee. But, you know, overall, you're seeing this little ridging starting to form. I'm beginning to think that may be the point that what we're looking for. I'm going to go over to the national weather. We want to talk about this heat, too, a little bit.
Yeah. Dave says they've got he's got a weather radio alarm for Huntington, West Virginia, severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay,
So
Dave,
when you get a chance, we can go back to the radar and take a look at that.
yeah, Dave, you'll need to be sure and keep an eye out for that. Let's see here.
Yeah. And Dave, that would be part of that system moving in, part of that derecho. So you're not the only one. I'm sure there's severe thunderstorm warnings all up and down that.
That's correct. Let's go to the home page. I think that's where we found the heat symbols.
Paducah's front page.
Okay. Well, I'm in the Storm Prediction Center.
Yeah. You got to go back to NWS Paducah.
All right. Well, isn't that just peachy? I'll find it here in a minute. Hang loose. While I'm looking over here, I'm going to go back over to the radar and get that up. Now, while we're on the radar, we can see Huntington, West Virginia there, Dave. So I'm bringing this up just for you, buddy. You can see that it's a little ways out from you, but it's coming. And let's see what it says.
And that warning is for couple of counties in Kentucky, but multiple counties in southeastern Ohio and in West Virginia. In West Virginia, that's Mason, Cabell, Putnam, Jackson, and Wayne counties in West Virginia until 6:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And it says at 5:34 p.m., severe thunderstorms are located along a line extending from 10 miles southwest of Albany to near Rio Grande to 6 miles northwest of Lake Vesuvius, moving southeast at 45 miles an hour. Hazard is 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, radar indicated. That's all over the tri-state area over there in the Huntington area.
Okay, Dave. So hopefully that'll get you to where you can take cover and not get any too bad a damage. Tammy Tatum says, "How about August 4th? Hope no rain and not very hot." I don't know about that.
That's
Tammy.
a little far out.
Yeah, it is. But ask us that question in about a week. Maybe we can answer that for you. Dave says, "A big storm. Thanks to us for providing him the information, and hopefully you won't get any damage on that, David. It looks a little better than it did a little while ago when we looked at it. So that's a good possibility. It's weakening just a tad. Let's hope it does." As we go back, we don't see anything around Lexington, Frankfort, Louisville. You're in good shape. Elizabethtown looks good. Just generally hot. And let's see, Mark, we had those. Let me see if I can find that camera that we were looking at. I know I wanted to look at this one. This is Kentucky Lake over at Lakeside Marine Campground.
Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous.
It is nice, but it is hot
But
out there.
hot.
Yeah, hot.
And you can see, there's a few little ripples on the lake, but there's probably not a real huge amount of breeze, and what's out there is hot. So
Surely is. I'm going to look at the traffic cam, if I can find that. Boys, I can tell it's been a while. Try this one. Well, I lost Mark, so let me go back to this one. There we go. Brought you back.
there we go.
That's a nice
wonderful
looking shot. Yeah, you can see it. It's really pretty out there, but boy, it sure is deceiving. It's
Puffy low clouds and some higher clouds around, but absolutely just roasting hot.
Yeah, it is. It is not a fitting day out for man nor beast, to quote W.C. Fields.
Speaking of, make sure you keep your pets, make sure they've got shelter from the sun if they're outside. Make sure they got plenty of fresh water, or if you can, just keep them inside. And also make sure they got plenty of fresh water.
Absolutely. And you can go ahead and continue to talk to them. I'm going to call up this, see if I can find the Paducah radar site with all the storm safety rules in it.
All right. Again, nothing in our area going on. It's just a hot, hazy, humid afternoon. It's going to continue that way. Then Tuesday night, we do start to see the chance of showers start to increase. And then by Wednesday and into Thursday, we're looking at a pretty good chance of showers and thunderstorms as that cold front pushes in. And then as we get into that time frame, we're going to be looking at high temperatures dropping from where they are now in the mid-90s down into the low 80s, at least for a couple days, and then only rising just a little bit toward the weekend, maybe into the mid-80s. And after that, if it continues on the way that Prediction Center outlook is showing, we're not going to be up in the 90s probably for a while. We'll be hanging around in the 80s, or dare say even 70s, if that graphic proves true.
And let's hope it does, because I certainly am sick of the heat. But let's talk about heat a little bit. This is a graphic from the National Weather Service about heat exhaustion. If you experience dizziness, thirst, heavy sweating, nausea, and weakness, you might be getting heat exhaustion. So what you do, move to a cooler area, loosen clothing, sip cool water, and seek medical help if symptoms don't improve. And then heat stroke. Mark, you want to go over that?
Heat stroke. Hang on a second. Let me pull that graphic up where I can see it a little bit.
Oh, you
better.
can't see it over there?
Not as well. There, I can see it. For heat stroke, one of the things, confusion, dizziness. And I've seen people like this before. They get real disoriented, becomes unconscious. If they quit sweating, that's really a key in right there. If they quit sweating, if that's the case, act fast. Call 911, move the person to a cooler area, loosen clothing, and remove outer layers. That means, if they've got like a vest or a jacket or something like that on, get that off of them, loosen up their clothing, and cool with water, but not ice. If you put ice on someone who's going through something like that, you will throw their body into shock, and that's really dangerous for them.
Yeah.
So just cool water.
And also,
A cool, damp cloth works best.
and the most vulnerable population is pregnant. If you're pregnant, newborns, children, elderly, or anyone with chronic illness, everyone's at risk from the dangers of extreme heat. And boy, me too. I sure do hate the heat, but it is something we have to deal with sometimes in summertime. But
Yep.
again, be sure try to check on the elderly, make sure that everyone is in has good information and well taken care of to handle the heat. And also, protect yourself from heat and sun. Drink plenty of water. Avoid alcohol. Beverages with electrolytes can also help protect against heat stress. Electrolytes would be something like Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Yeah. Or something to that effect.
Yeah, there's several different variations,
Sure.
but Gatorade's the most common everybody talks about.
Right. Apply sunscreen, SPF 30 or higher, every 2 hours. Wear lightweight, loose-fitting, and light-colored clothing, and take regular breaks in the shade. Boy, I tell you, I was out mowing today, and I can tell you, it was serious out there. I see.
Dave, I wonder about you. You always wait till the hottest day of the year to decide to go out and mow.
I know, but it's not me; it's the grass. Let's see what we got here on chat. Tim in here says, I have family driving through Oregon today. He says it's super hot there. The car shows 105 degrees. Crazy hot out on the West Coast. Oh my goodness, it is hot.
Yeah, that's the counterpoint to this for everybody. While we get this cool down and a trough across the eastern half of the United States, which cools us down for a while, it's going to be getting hot out west because they're going to be under a heat ridge. So they may be, lately, Las Vegas has been setting some record temperatures, 120, 115 degrees. And I think that's going to continue for them for a while now.
I wonder if you can really tell the difference between 120 and 115.
No.
I don't think so. Let's see.
And they can say it's a dry heat all they want. It's still
hot.
115 to 120 degrees.
Absolutely. Well, our friend Tammy Tatum has super chatted $5, and we appreciate that, Tammy. Mighty
Thank you,
nice of
Tammy.
you. Thank you very much. She's a good friend. I tell you, she's a mess, but she's a friend. Donna Lord says, with this heat, stay hydrated, drink the water before you actually get thirsty. That's a good idea.
Absolutely.
And she says, David, mow the grass in the early morning, which I did start early in the morning, but man, if I had waited another day, I'd have to get a bush hog to mow it. It is it is a lot of fun. All right, we got a war going on here. $5 from Dave. He's matching Tammy. So Dave's
right.
got you beat
We
there,
appreciate
Tammy. We appreciate it, Dave. And I thank you both very much for that. That helps. A little bit goes a long ways. So we're really appreciative of it. Thank you so much. Let's go back and check on the radar and see what we got coming up. Let's see here. Got to get my fingers here right. I'm actually getting kind of good at this. I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit. But just got to go up here and then hit the right button. Now we're back on radar. Yes. But Mark, what was that other camera at? I haven't been able to find that yet. That
One is through a company called Solutions Technology Group. You'd have to go back to Chrome and look them up. But the camera you were talking about is at Lake Barkley Marina. And there's still people out on boats and people stirring around, but everybody's staying in the shade as much as they can.
Let's see here. I might have it now.
Hello, Sheila Edgar. Good evening to you too. Welcome to our little Sunday afternoon outlook for the coming week.
Well, I'm getting it up. I've got to find the cameras once I get it up here, though.
It's under IP cameras and then look for live streams.
Okay, see the IP cameras.
You'll get a drop down and look for live streams.
Well, it may not be at that. I'm getting there, I think. Right now, I'm just seeing the different kinds of cameras they have. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Yes. Success.
Yeah, and you'll find several different cameras from around the area there.
Let's
A couple
take,
from KD's. And
let's take a look at this. Hold on. Let me find my button again.
there you go.
This is Barkley Marina.
Yep, Lake
Barkley.
Barkley Marina, at Lake Barkley State Resort Park.
That is so nice. I am enjoying that. I'm also enjoying my cherry slush here. Sheila Edgar says, "Good evening, y'all." And Tom Mathis says, "Just got on here. What's the last half of August looking like?" Well, you know what? Let's talk just a little bit while we watch this live stream of Lake Barkley Marina, courtesy Solutions Technology Group. I mentioned, how long ago, Mark, did I talk about?
Oh, it's been at least a couple months ago that we were talking about what the outlook for the last half of summer was going to be.
Last half of summer and the first half of fall looked like it was going to be cooler. And it looked like it was going to be a little bit on the unusual side. And I still think that's the case. Right now, the cooler part looks like it's going to materialize. So I'm going to say that by the last half of August, we're going to start looking at more fall-like weather. And of course, as we get into September, that'll be really when we'll start seeing some fall temperatures. But
Which I've seen in the past. You know, I remember one time being at an air show in Charleston, West Virginia, like on August 4th, and it was like 50 degrees.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And raining.
Well, I think what we have to remember is the big low up in the, we call it the Alaskan low. And it's still stuck where it was. It hasn't changed. And I think it may stick with us all the way through the winter time. But what it's having the effect of doing is it's rotating and spinning off these little disturbances off of it. They come along, they get in the jet stream. Some of them get down this far as their effects, because they help to drag cold fronts down, which is why we got the rain so far in July, and then we'll cool off a little bit, and then it comes back hot again. That's what's causing it. And then if you think that Beryl was the end of our tropical season, think again, because I got news for you. This tropical season is fixing to get underway, and it's going to be pretty crazy. I'm not so sure that it's going to be very pleasant, and I think Beryl is probably not going to be the last strong hurricane we see either. So we're going to watch that and see what happens. In fact, if I can, I may go to the National Hurricane Center and see if we have anything out there. But right now, we still have stable air and a good part of it. So we'll watch this.
I looked today, and there's nothing in the Atlantic Basin right now that they're looking at.
Okay, so there's no point in me going over there.
There is something over in the Eastern Pacific side, but that'll move off to the west and out over the Pacific Ocean.
Okay. So I'm going back to the radar. I'm going to see if I can find some more stuff on here to look at. Well, really, it's all pretty well things we have looked at. I will look at that's not going to help us much. So I was going to look at Skyline Drive, but that camera is still kind of pointing downward at the at the thing it's meant to point at. But anyway,
we can go take a look at Mount Shasta. We haven't looked at them for a while.
We have not. You're right. Let me get that set up here, and we'll go look at them. We see showers being a little more scattered down here in Tennessee, but all this is off to the east of us, so I don't see anything getting to us just yet. Um, got some scattered showers and stuff back in the west. But here is our old Mount Shasta. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, nice shot.
Yeah. Notice the majority of the snow is gone, but they still got some snow up on those peaks.
Yeah, that's it's kind of strange. You know, the tree line is right about there where the trees just stop and it goes into like snowfields and everything. Don't you know that's pleasantly cool there? It just looks good just sitting there, huh?
Yeah. What is the temperature out there?
Let's see, 80 degrees there on the ground. Humidity's only at 36% though, so it's pretty dry.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty dry. But we didn't see the town. I guess they moved the camera up a little bit more, so they change that camera occasionally and everything. But it's pretty nice.
Yeah, they do.
I enjoy that. But as you look out to the west, gosh, you see a lot of scattered showers, a few weather statements, nothing really serious. Get back down into Arizona, there's a few strong to severe storms.
Yeah. Don't forget, each impulse that comes off that Alaskan low, it comes down to the northern tier states out there.
Yep.
And kicks off. That's why, that's where all our severe weather has been of late, is up in the Dakotas and over into Minnesota. But again, that storms we're looking in West Virginia, they started off up in that direction.
Yeah.
And have been moving their way down as the day has gone on.
I'm just kind of looking around at different places. This UT Martin looks like they brought that camera back up. Oops. Whew, that's pretty hot there. Another 90. It's 93.5 degrees there.
Yeah.
So
more
anyway.
hazy, hot, and humid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we get back up here. Still don't see much in the way of anything in our area in Kentucky at all, except up here in the far northeastern area around Georgetown. Excuse me. Gosh. But anyway, let's see here. Tom Mattis says, thanks, guys. Looking forward to fall. And you're not the only one, Tom. I am too.
Absolutely, we are.
Tammy Tatum says, LOL, Jacuzzi. I thought I was fixing to ask you about that. You read my mind. OMG, I was just going to ask you if I need to bring you a cherry slush. Yeah. It's not only a cherry slush, but I haven't put the diet cherry syrup in it. They say, well, it's not diet. I said, well, but the syrup is, so that's a good thing anyway. So it is what it is. Tom Matt is watching us over on the simulcast over on the Weather Wisdom Facebook page, and we're glad to have people on there watching this. And anyway, that's pretty well the extent of what I've got. Marv, you got anything else you want to talk about?
No, just I want everybody to be sure and be safe during this heat until we can get through it. The storms that we're expecting on Wednesday and Thursday, we're really not looking for any severe weather with them. There could be a little bit, but for the most part, they're just looking for a nice heat-ending rain and maybe some wind, and definitely the cold front coming through, which is going to drop our temperatures, which I know everyone is looking forward to.
Yeah, you just can't imagine. I can't wait. And I might go out there and just mow the yard again just because of the weather. Nah, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, nice seeing you all. I've enjoyed talking to you. You are my Thunder buddies. Let's see.
Madison, where is this at? Where are you talking about?
We're
talking about our area here. Western Kentucky, West Tennessee.
Yes. And we'll go other places. If someone wants to know what the weather's like in other places, we can tell you, and we'll go there and show you radar or anything if you need to. But
our motto is kind of like from the roads to the rivers, because we cover from the Mississippi River east to I-65, and then from the Ohio River south to I-40.
And in Tennessee, that's correct. And like I said, we do special requests. And speaking of special requests, we really need to do a shout out to our sponsors.
Absolutely.
Real quick before we do anything else, I want to do this and tell you to, if you have a roof problem or something, call Michael Vance Contracting Roofing at 270-707-ROOF. He also has Lakeside Campground Marina, which you saw the camera on that. It's a beautiful area. If you've got a place you want to go, just kind of get away from it all, hey, give old Mike a call down there at Lakeside Campground Marina. And also, we don't want to leave out our good friend Katie Moyer and Kentucky Hemp Works. They have product that's in our online store. If you get a chance, go to it. Go to, let's see, wait a minute, I lost you, Mark. Let me get back on here where I can bring you back up. Okay, go ahead and give it to us again.
Okay, it's www.dpww.shop.
Yeah. So hopefully, there you go. Amy put it up for us too. She's in the chat there with us. And Gwen Cruz says, "Hi, David, Mark. Hey, Gwen." Madison says, "I've been there." Let's see. Where have you been there, Madison?
Here in our area.
In our
I hope you
area, yeah.
have. If you have, I hope you enjoyed your time here.
Yeah. And where are you currently located, so we can keep track of you? And anyway. Also, if you haven't subscribed, be sure and subscribe to this channel. We do need your subscriptions to help us to continue to provide the service and the products that we have. And hopefully that you will feel free to subscribe to us. It doesn't cost you anything, and it makes Facebook. It makes YouTube much happier with us. Madison's Orlando, Florida.
Ooh.
Do we need to go down? Let's go down and look at the weather. I did see some showers down there. Madison, I'm going to do this just for you to show you what we can do. We're going to go down here to Florida.
Ooh, lots of activity around.
Yes.
Which this time of the day, there's always a lot of activity around Florida in different places. They always get an afternoon and evening thunder showers.
And
from the sea
Orlando
breeze.
is getting some storms in that area. In fact, there's a severe thunderstorm just to the west of it, and we have a special weather statement on the ones coming up on you. And that special weather statement says that there's wind gusts in that up to 50 miles an hour, and it could knock down tree limbs and blow around an unsecured object. Locations impacted include Orlando, Ocoee, Winter Garden, Windermere, and Bay Lake. So if you're outside, consider seeking shelter, and hopefully you'll get some coolish weather in there to help it go. So Madison, I hope this is something that will help you, and you'll see the service we provide. So yeah, be sure and subscribe to us, and if you ever need a weather report from your area, just let us know and we'll go down there and take a look at it. So right now, this is
I have a
what you
lot
got.
of friends in the Orlando area, so I'd always be glad to go down and look at that for you.
Yeah, I bet you would look. Oh, you're talking about on the radar.
Yes.
I'd like to go down there too. That'd be a nice place to go for a visit in Florida. But yeah, there's a lot of nice places down this area. I like looking at it, kind of trolling around on the radar, and so hopefully that gave you some things to look at. So we're going to go on back up to our neck of the woods, which is right here in southern Kentucky, and we're actually in western southern Kentucky, around Hopkinsville. Okay, Madison says she has been subscribed. All right, thank you, Madison. I appreciate that. You're
Welcome
now,
to the tribe.
yeah, you're a member of the Watchers of the Wind tribe. So go to our online store. You can get one of those decals. Tammy Tatum says, "What about Henderson, Kentucky?" Well, as you can see, there's nothing going on in Henderson. But
Other than like the rest of us, hot, hazy, and
that's
humid.
right. That's right. By Grace I Live says, "Thank you for the rain, Lord, whenever you decide to send it." And
Absolutely.
we're absolutely appreciative of that. So anyway, we started to get off the feed. We got sidetracked a little bit, but Madison, thank you so much for chiming in there. Hopefully we've shown you some of the things we can do for you if you decide to hang with us a little bit. Other than that, Mark, shall we say our goodbyes?
I think we should go ahead and hit that subscribe and in that like there on our YouTube feed, and hit that bell if you'd like to get notifications of when we're on and when we're streaming or when we put up a new video.
Yeah, and you do regular updates. I think, what is it, Sunday and Wednesdays?
Sunday and Wednesday, I do a weather update.
Okay, and we're going to have some other things coming on. I've got to get Lissa. Lissa, I've got to get her thing finished up, but it won't be long, and I'll have that done. She'll be on sharing her information about thunderstorms. So with that, we're going to say so long, and hope you all have a good evening, and try to stay cool out there.
Bye, everybody. Stay cool.